Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys. Well, from jubilant celebratory Salt Lake City, Utah,
It's Thank God I'm Atheist.
the podcast.
I'm Frank.
And I'm Dan.
Coming up on today's episode,
We're 100.
100 episodes.
We just turned 100.
100th episode.
I think we're pretty spry for 100-year-olds.
Yeah, we got some more in us.
Yeah.
At least 7 more.
Yeah.
And then things will get bad.
It's going to
Like,
go
it's
shitty.
already bad.
We're over the hump, people.
100 never is pretty.
We've jumped the shark now. As a matter of fact, because this is our 100th episode,
Yeah.
I'm about to pop the cork on a bottle of bubbly.
Ooh, Daniel.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
You and I have never drunk,
We never do. We're not one of those podcasts.
but we're going to do it this time.
But it felt like, and I said that in kind of a disparaging way. We're not one of those podcasts. No, we're not a podcast that drinks.
Not while we're podcasting.
No, we're podcasting.
We like to have our wits about us. But this one's fun and playful, and hopefully by the end we'll be a little bit jubilant. So here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Woo!
Oh, Dan, glass. Oh, you got one?
It's going into my water glass.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a glass right there.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Woo!
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, it is. You got to talk. I'm pouring.
Oh, well, I'm letting you pour, Dan. Dan is currently pouring a glass of wine. Well, it is, but it's bubbly.
It's bubbly.
Yay.
Little cava, little
Oh, my goodness.
Spanish champagne.
Delicious. Okay, well, I don't. So I'm holding off, Dan. Pour yours so we can toast. It's very self-indulgent.
Sorry if this is boring, but this is our time. And this is, by the way, brought to you. The champagne has been bought by you guys.
Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you, and here's to another 100. Woo!
All right.
I'm going to take a sippy sip here. Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
That's nice.
It's a little cava.
We're going to have some fun tonight.
That's nice.
Yeah. We are going to have some fun tonight. You and I have a date tonight.
We're going to Joel Osteen
Yeah.
tonight.
We're going to go.
Town.
We have to go. You guys, the things that we do for you people. So next week we will have a church review of what it's like to go to a literally a sports arena and hear Jesus talk. So
a kind of sports arena.
that's where the hockey team plays.
It's hockey.
That's believe me, that's a sport.
It's a serious sport. That's a man's sport.
Yeah. That's a
Boy.
You don't come out of that sport with all your teeth. It's that kind of sport.
That's the indicator of a good sport.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
All those people that, have all of their dental work when they're done. I'm sorry. What's your sport? Archery?
Or
that's
knees.
That's not a sport.
Yeah.
You've never had a concussion? You've never played a sport.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
All
right. Well, we have stories. Don't we?
we're still gonna do some news.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So I've got some good stuff.
Do you want to start? Is that what you're saying?
I was starting.
Okay, then go.
I wasn't even saying I wanted to start. I was just starting.
Then go, Dan.
Did you want to start?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to take us down to Provo, Utah, where your former alma mater.
Is it your alma mater if you didn't graduate?
I don't know. Your former school. You used to go to BYU.
there.
You went to BYU just for a year.
And even if I qualify to call it an alma mater, I would not. But I think you kind of have to graduate.
Right. Well,
right?
and it doesn't matter because you went to the University of Utah. You graduated from that.
That was the one that stuck.
That's your alma mater.
That was the real one.
Right. But you did go to BYU. Here's the thing about BYU, as our listeners may or may not know. I mean, I think we've talked about this, but caffeine is not sold.
No.
On the campus of BYU.
Which is funny because the church finally came out with that statement
right.
last year that was like, no, the word of wisdom, it's not about caffeine.
Well, what's funny is that
sodas.
The original statement said, I think I have it here, actually. The original statement said, oh, I don't have it here. Anyway, here we go. It says the church does not prohibit the use of caffeine. And the health it said the church does not prohibit the use of caffeine. So there you go. But that doesn't stop BYU from not selling it. Except recently.
What?
Skundadun.
What happened?
Coca-Cola accidentally filled the order wrong and sent out a bunch of Coke Zero, which happens to have caffeine in it.
Yeah.
There was pandemonium.
Hypercoeds.
No, well,
Energetic
yeah, right.
hypercoeds.
Right. Apparently, it sold like crazy.
Oh no!
Like it just flew out of the. I mean, they caught the mistake fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And then restocked the soda machines.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But in the meantime, like apparently it was just snapped up.
Well, there was a run on the soda machine.
There was a run on the soda machines at BYU
For Coke Zero.
for Coke Zero.
Ah, fuck Coke Zero.
Right?
Ah,
It's not even Coke.
no.
Just get
It's in
Coke.
its name. Coke Zero,
Right.
not Coke.
But there you go. It was they finally got some caffeine on that campus, and it seems to have been popular.
So there is demand.
the
Is
demand
what we're hearing.
the demand is there.
Then just get off your fucking high horses.
Oh
Right?
no.
BYU.
This is tradition. This is beyond religion. This is culture now.
Nah.
Yeah,
No,
it's
not cool.
really stupid. And what's even stupider is the fact that they can't drink coffee or tea. Coffee,
As a student.
elixir of life. Right, exactly. A student
A student who cannot drink coffee.
who cannot drink coffee.
That's
can't.
torture.
It's just they're just sleepy classes. That's all there is to it.
Oh, there's no way I could have gotten through college without my afternoon coffee. Oh my God, 4-hour-long film classes
Without coffee.
where you go in, there's a lecture, then there's a film, and then there's a lecture after the film.
Plus, it gets cold. You want a
It gets
warm drink.
chilly. Yeah, well, they can get hot cocoa.
Oh God!
I bet they've got great hot cocoa on that campus.
I'll bet that they sell so much fucking cocoa. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
Yeah. All right.
Scandal. Scuntun.
Well, have you heard of mainline Protestantism?
Is that a kind of?
What is mainline Protestant? What is, if I say that to you, what do you think of, Dan?
I think of injecting Protestant. Injecting Jesus directly into my veins.
No,
No, that's not it. Okay.
No.
Well, I don't know. I guess I think of sort of the big Protestant.
Yeah.
sect.
So you're
like your Anglicanism. Your
yeah. You're United Methodists,
sure.
Episcopalians,
Yeah.
Evangelical Lutherans,
Sure.
Okay, Presbyterians
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the U.S.
Yeah.
and American Baptists, which would not
Okay.
be Southern Baptists, if I understand sort of, because American Baptist is a kind of Baptist.
Okay. Sure.
I believe is probably what they're saying there.
Okay.
But anyways, so their numbers have been sort of,
Dwindling.
decreasing through
Sure.
the years.
Yeah,
In particular, sort of where evangelical Christianity has sort of been surging.
Sure.
And they now only make up about 18% of U.S. adults,
Oh.
and they are wondering now if they need to be rebranding.
Of course they do.
They think they need a new name, not mainline Protestants,
Oh, I see.
right?
What do they want to be called?
Well, apparently, I did not know this, but evangelicals, I think, used to call them old line.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're not going for that one.
No.
But there are some people who are kind of pushing maybe the idea of sort of the liberal church.
Okay.
Because even though there are, Republicans in this group, it tends to be a more liberal.
It's more educated, right?
It's
Largely
higher educated and tends to be theologically and politically liberal.
I see. Well, that sounds
in large part probably because of their educations.
yeah.
There are those that are suggesting grandma's church.
Oh my God, that's brilliant marketing right there. That'll work. I'm sure that'll do.
And also, and the story's kind of running out. Christians formerly known as Mainline was also a suggestion.
I think that would be good, but then they would have to start having good music.
Yeah. One of the quotes in support of changing and doing a rebranding and all that kind of stuff of this group comes from a Presbyterian pastor, Carol Merritt.
Is that a woman? I guess Carol could be a man.
It could be.
Sounds
typically
liberal.
not in the spelling of it, though.
Yeah, it sounds liberal.
Yeah. And so she says, I, for one, am tired of pretending that we want to hang out at the country club and eat cucumber sandwiches and fancy hats. We are not some sort of upper crust elite society. So, yeah, but they have a problem. They've got a problem. They're dwindling. They're going away. All those, those are sort of, when you think of Christianity, like real, like, core Christianity in this country, that's what you think of. That's what I think
those are the big ones. Those and Catholicism.
And the rest of them, I think, terrify me. Well, Catholicism kind of scares me.
Right. I think they do need to rebrand. I think they need to have a meeting with us because we also need to rebrand.
You and I?
No, atheism in general.
Oh, I thought you, okay.
I think we all need to rethink everything.
Right.
A little bit.
Okay.
It's too easy to hate on us and to ignore them.
Yeah, but yeah.
Or we need to rebrand and let them dwindle. Let them
dwindle. I'm fine with, they don't need a rebrand.
Right.
It does mean that it reduces the options for, a more reasoned approach to religion.
Yeah, that's why I do think I think we do need to, for the time being, encourage them to do well. Just because
so there are options.
The alternative
other than the crazies.
So scary that yeah. Speaking of scary alternatives, should I launch into why we need to encourage them to do well?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to take us down to, you won't be surprised to hear, Alabama. Is a state in the south of the United States. We went and visited there on our trip through the south.
It's a lovely place.
You remember Montgomery, I imagine?
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
had a cute part.
It had
we were in
a cute. Their downtown seems to be
had a little area that clearly had a recent sort of renaissance.
Right, really little area.
A small part.
It was not. There was a little tiny cute bit.
And then there was the part where we were staying.
And that wasn't cute. Oh, my God. Well, you won't be surprised to learn, considering one of our experiences there, that it's a very violent town. It's actually one of the it's got one of the highest rates of violent crime in the country. So they are,
really?
Yeah. Considering we passed by a drive-by shooting while we were there.
Yeah, that's true.
We knew that there was some problems.
Yeah. Okay.
Which was why when the ruckus started happening outside our hotel window, neither of us went out to say, "You kids, be quiet."
It was mildly terrifying.
In our shirts. In our "Thank God I'm Atheist" shirts. No. But so here's the solution. This is a perfect solution. The Alabama cops have decided that they're going to team up with local pastors and send religious counselors to preach Jesus at crime victims.
Oh, no.
Yep. Crime scenes with Jesus.
Ooh.
Now with 3 times the Jesus.
Somehow that makes sense for Alabama, though.
Yeah. Well,
seems to somehow have. It doesn't make sense. I can see how it would make sense for an Alabaman.
Right. It makes sense to them. Yeah. They think their claim is that it will help keep crime down if they send out Jesus-y people to the crime scenes to counsel them, to counsel everybody, but also to spread Jesus, because as we all know, Jesus stops crime.
And after the fact, it stops crime?
Yes, it does.
Jesus showing up after a crime.
And we know this because none of the evidence points in that direction. Literally, there is no evidence for that to be the case. So, as a matter of fact, we know that the Christian, the jail populations of our country are largely and disproportionately religious. So we know that most of the criminals profess a religion, and most of that religion is Christianity. So you'd think, well, they're already Christian.
Yeah.
More Jesus ain't gonna help.
Yeah.
Well, that's the take that the FUFRF has taken, because they've written, their legal department has written letters saying, hey, by the way, might be a constitutional issue here, since considering that the police are a state-owned facility, and
it seems like FUFRF should just set up shop in Alabama. Like, they should just have an extension satellite office in Montgomery.
Well, I'm sure they do.
Or thereabouts.
But I think
local lawyer on retainer.
I think it does seem like they probably save a lot of money in broken windows and like brick-related incidents by staying clear in Wisconsin.
Safely ensconced in Madison.
Yeah, I think they're safer up there. Oh my gosh, this apparently follows on the heels of an Cincinnati Police Department initiative called prayer walks, in which the police are walking with local pastors and stuff and praying at people as they walk, I guess.
I have less of a problem with a prayer walk.
Well, if it's funded by the police, that's an
issue. If it's funded and they're like on the clock and all that kind of stuff, maybe that's I don't know. I mean, reaching out to whatever community they can, whatever community that's going to be responsive, I'm fine with that. Yeah. But actually, like, part of the first responders that are arriving are people to pray. Right. I don't know about that.
Yeah, when oh shoot, I don't watch any cop shows, so I was going to say when Sipowicz and somebody show up to a scene of a crime, you don't want like Father Joe there with them.
Yeah, no. Serpico.
Yeah. Wow, you're going back even farther than I was.
That is a great movie. Have you watched it recently?
It's been a few years.
Oh my God, that's a good movie. I watched it again the other day.
Did you? All right.
So good.
Well, it needs a priest in it, is what it needs.
It does.
A pastor. Not even a priest.
Yeah.
Forget somebody who's gone to school to study anything.
Yeah.
Just a pastor.
Yeah. Well, I have a conundrum of sorts that would not have surfaced back in the days of Serpico.
Okay.
It is this very intriguing question: can online communion be a substitute for the real thing?
Oh.
The Eucharist, or the sacrament, as the Mormons call it.
Are we talking about... I mean, here's the thing. Not everybody takes that to be entirely symbolic. The Catholics, they think something real happens there.
Well, I think the Catholics would probably have a little... Like, they're kind of far away from having this discussion. But the United Methodists...
Okay.
Are having this discussion right now.
Sure.
They are they're starting to question this. There's been a church, an online church that has sprung up called, I have a hard time seeing my screen with how I've positioned my microphone. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Lifechurch.tv.
Oh.
Is an innovative online church, and it offers...
And they like life.
Yeah.
Because of Life Church.
Yeah, that's true. They had a recent blog post. Well, actually, it wasn't even that recent. That illustrated how to prepare for online communion.
Can I offer you some more champagne?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So you should have maybe some bread or a cracker around, or some wine, or Kool-Aid, or whatever it is.
Or champagne.
Or champagne. Whatever's gonna work for you that can be symbolic, and that's gonna be in line with sort of that bread, whatever sort of thing. And so apparently they've been having a lot of success. But what it's led to is some other, open-minded, maybe a little bit more liberal, mainline Protestant churches like the United Methodists going, maybe we want to stay up on this one.
Yeah.
And does that work with sort of our concept of what this moment is,
Right.
in their theology and in their practice?
Yeah.
Really interesting. I mean, obviously from an atheist perspective, it's just like, well, yeah, fuck it, just do it.
Yeah.
Like, who cares,
Yeah.
right? But it's just this interesting idea of like how religion is evolving.
It's a question of, can prayer work through the internet?
Is God inside the internet?
I think so.
But is he? It came a little late. He wasn't.
Yeah, you'd think he would have invented it earlier.
Yeah.
Just to.
If it was really God's thing.
I wrote a thing on the blog a while back. This was probably years ago, where because I discovered a prayer website. And you just go on and you ask people to pray for your thing, and then you write prayers for other people's thing, and it just doesn't make any sense at all. But I loved it. Loved it. I think it might be gone. I think it might be offline now. But go and find those prayer websites, because there's nowhere on the web where you're going to find people who are that honest and open their hearts that much. And sometimes it's actually quite beautiful, and sometimes it's fucking hilarious. And God bless, please Jesus bless Jedediah that he will stop cheating on me, and blah blah blah. And you're just like, oh my God, really? It's very sad.
So wait, these were, you typed in your prayer to Jesus?
Yeah. People would ask people, please pray for me, because
see, that I get in a certain level, right?
But
Like if you believe in prayer, getting more people to take up your cause,
right,
to plead to God for you,
because God cares about how many people are praying for it. He doesn't care about the actual issue.
The voices rise above the din. I think is maybe he'll hear these prayers if there's a lot praying.
Right, it makes total sense. Of course,
it absolutely makes sense.
He has no.
If you're writing letters to your local elected official, it's the same thing.
One letter
gets lost.
But 1,500 letters. Suddenly he's paying attention.
Now all of a sudden.
And Jesus is like that.
Yeah.
God has no way of determining.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyways, that's intriguing.
Do you remember the Mormon sacrament prayers? Could you do one right now? I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh God, the eternal Father, we ask thee in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ, to bless and sanctify this bread for the souls of all those who have eaten it,
who partake of it,
and to
that they may do it in remembrance of the body of thy Son,
which was
I think that's only for the blood, that they may always have His Spirit to be with them. Amen.
Yeah. There's no in the name of Jesus Christ.
Nope.
Yeah.
And then we clink our glasses.
Ching!
and we take a sip. Except that this is more blood of Christ than body of Christ. We didn't bring up any bread.
His blood is both bubbly and delicious.
That's some good Jesus blood.
Woohoo! That's some 82 in the wine, or 92 in the Wine Spectator.
That's right. That's right. This was some. We chose some nice stuff. Not overly expensive, just right in that sweet spot.
It was $20.
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
Totally reasonable.
Yeah,
and good. Really, really nice.
Tasty.
Anywho, so guess what's coming up on the 13th through the 18th of this month?
October. 13th. That's a Monday through a Friday.
Yeah, maybe. Hajj.
So wow,
the annual pilgrimage to Mecca.
Really?
Called Hajj. The Hajj.
Wow. Okay.
Which sounds kind of like that's the Fonz's cousin. Hey, and comes his cousin. Hey, Fonzie, Haji. Let's go down to the sock
a little
hop.
buzzed head and just wearing his
leather bomber.
No, his little sheet.
Oh yeah.
He's a real Haji.
Yeah, there you go. He's got his clothes on. Anyway, so that's about to happen. There's a concern.
What is it?
There's a concern.
What, Dan?
MERS. Which is the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. It's a virus.
Middle East Respiratory. Okay. Respiratory.
Yeah. What did I say? Repertory?
Yeah.
That's a theater thing.
Yeah. Expect more of these sort of looseness. from the show, people.
We got the bubbly going. You never know what's going to happen.
We're getting Dan a little loose here.
Although I do enjoy the idea of like a whole bunch of viruses in a review,
in
a show.
I was thoroughly confused, Dan. Like, I was like, what the heck?
We're gonna make you sick now. We're gonna have some fun. Anyway, yes, the Middle East respiratory syndrome. It's making people sick. At least 120 cases have been reported in Saudi Arabia in the last year, including 49 deaths.
Ooh, wait, how many reported?
120 cases
and 49 deaths.
49 deaths.
This thing is virulent.
It's nasty.
Wow.
And there's a whole bunch of people who are going to be converging on the country and walking in really tight quarters for a week.
I smell CIA conspiracy.
Don't even say it. It's already out there. I'm sure there's already a video on YouTube.
Yeah, they got together with the CDC. They created a really nice little flu.
But what's amazing is that most of the conspiracy theorists that I'm aware of would be totally on board with that conspiracy, with killing a bunch of Muslims.
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm saying.
They would be hip to that jive.
Why would they not want it?
Right. The mass killing of a bunch of people. That's really good.
Is there a key element in sort of believing in a conspiracy that it sort of terrifies you?
Yes. Conspiracies tend to be conspiracy theorists tend to be very scared people.
So if you're like rooting for
the conspiracy,
something like this, you're probably not much of a conspiracy theorist.
I don't know. I mean, I wonder what would happen if you went into a conspiracy theory, like, because they have groups, they have meetings, which you'd think that they would be terrified that those meetings would put a target on them.
Yeah,
but anyway, they have meeting. It would be fun to go into one of those groups and present this as a possible conspiracy theory, and
pose as a Muslim. So that you have just cause. It's totally believable.
I have reason to believe American policy is against Muslims.
Yeah, and they shout you out of the room.
And then they'd just be like, yeah, that doesn't sound like a real conspiracy. That don't sound real to me. That sounds fake. I think you just made it up there.
Yeah.
Haji. Haji is now the word for every Muslim, even though that's actually a word for the Indian guy on Speed Racer, isn't it? Wasn't that the name of his?
I have no clue.
I don't know.
I have no clue. We are sidetracked.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so the MERS.
Yes.
MERS.
Oh, a Haji it's a word. It's a Muslim who's been to the...
I didn't just pull that out of my ass.
I think I pulled it out of my ass.
You pulled it out of your ass, and then I was like trying to clarify because I didn't know.
I was just calling him like someone who goes to a Hajj is very Haji, in my opinion. But
with a Y.
Yeah.
Okay. With an I.
Take that, Haji. But no, it's actually the right word. I stumbled on the correct word.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not.
Sorry, what were you saying about
MERS?
MERS?
The Middle East Respiratory Syndrome.
Right, or respiratory syndrome.
What do we know about it? Besides that it's killing people. Like, where were you going with that story?
Just that they're worried because 1.7 million people from outside of Saudi Arabia join about the same amount of inside Saudi Arabia. Yeah. So 3 million people made it to the Hajj last year. And apparently, there's a pretty decent risk that they're going to be exposed to this bastard. Pretty bad. Wow. I'm not going. I've decided not to go now, based on this.
Yeah. Well, that's good because they wouldn't have you.
I've canceled all my plans. I don't know. I could get my nephew's permission or whatever you have to do.
No. You don't need permission because you're a male.
I have a penis.
And that's all that matters to those people.
I have all the requisite equipment to go to the Hajj.
Dan, you like to say that you don't get drunk. You're not getting drunk, but you're getting a little sloppy.
I will say this. For whatever reason, like you've seen me. I've drunk you under the table a number of times. Come on. You know that I have.
But you're usually not matching drink for drink.
Bubbly does hit me fast. It doesn't hit me hard, but it hits me fast. So just a little thing. Anyway.
Okay. I've seen you drunk plenty of times.
How many? Once.
Huh?
Twice. You've seen me drunk twice.
More than that.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-mm.
What was the once that first came to your mind?
There was one time when I was at your house and we were just hanging out and we both drank like
Mm-hmm.
a couple bottles of wine between us,
Mm-hmm,
like each.
right.
That was that time I was drunk.
Okay, so twice.
And then one time right after my dad died.
Oh yeah.
But I can't remember
I
another
think the
time.
goal was to get you drunk.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a reasonable goal at that
all right.
moment.
I just think that you demonstrate certain levels of
But the other-
alcohol effects more than, like, maybe not to the point of falling down, but you definitely demonstrate.
But the other
effects
thing
of
is that
alcohol.
I get dopey and goofy without alcohol.
No, that's true.
I'm pretty. A lot of times I just sort of go with it. Anyway,
Okay. But
doesn't matter.
anyways, we should post a video of Hajj just so people can understand. Like, I've got a great one in mind from
Okay.
Vice.
It's
But
terrifying.
if it's still up,
It's
of
like-
just sort of the mass of people and like how many people are in such a tight,
Yeah.
quarters.
There's like a big square in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and then like a bunch of people just sort of walking around in a circle, like millions of people.
There's more than that. There's also when they're camped out
Mhm.
outside of one of the little towns,
Yeah.
Medina or something like that.
Go onto
And,
the Facebook page and post that, will you?
I will. Yeah,
Cool.
I put a note. I'm gonna do it.
Good.
Awesome. Cool.
Frank never goes to the Facebook page. That's a good way to get him there. Good job.
All right.
Way to go, everybody. We got him.
Okay. So this one kills me.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a little. He just had a little kava burp.
Unfortunately,
A little Champer's burp.
drinking during the show also means I'm going to be burping during the show. Unfortunately, and I apologize in advance. So there might be some pauses. All right. So the headline. I'm just going to start with the headline. Why not? Two rabbis
Walk into a bar.
and two others charged in Jewish divorce shakedown in a case that involves kidnapping,
Oh my God.
physical torture, beatings,
No.
and the use of an electric cattle prod. Two rabbis in New Jersey were charged in a scheme to force men to grant their wives religious divorces.
What?
Because the wife cannot petition a Jewish court for the religious divorce without getting a document called a get, G-E-T,
Okay.
from their husband.
Wow.
So if the husband is refusing to provide that document, then she can't apply for a religious divorce.
Right, which would mean what? That she can't then marry another Jew later down the road, or
I don't quite know why all of the reasons. What's important here is that they decided to run a scheme that they were charging thousands of dollars from these women
and they were kidnapping people
in
and
order to like use
beating
physical intimidation to get these men to grant their wife a religious divorce.
I want to see pictures of these guys. They must be big, tough dudes. These rabbis.
Well, I will turn the.
Turn the screen.
I think this is one of them. Oh,
Let's see.
no. This is
It's probably their lawyer. Or
that's
something.
the U.S. attorney who's actually charging.
Oh, okay.
But the as far as like who these men are, they actually list the names. Let me scroll down to that.
Please have them be
Rabbi Mendel Epstein, 68.
Yes. 68.
Rabbi Martin Wollmark, 55.
Wow.
Rabbi Ariel Potash,
Wow.
40. And a fourth individual identified only as Yakov. They had some Russian muscle. behind
Yeah,
them.
I get. I was half expecting to hear like Rabbi Vinny, and this here is over here. We got
No, these are
this is Rabbi Sonny
Mendel Epstein,
Mendel and Epstein. We're gonna
Martin Wollmack.
we're running a racket. I don't know if you want in. I wanted to tell you about it. Oh my God. Cattle prods?
Cattle prods.
What did they do with the cattle prods?
What do you think they did with the cattle prods?
They prodded men? Sign the paper.
Yeah.
We're going to make him an offer he can't refuse, is what we're going to do.
With my little friend here.
Okay, you could write your name on the paper, or we got to cattle prod you. These are the options you've got. I don't want to be rude about it, but you know.
I wonder if the rabbis were in the room, or if they were just sort of they hired the Yakov to go do it
with all of his Russian mafia tattoos and whatever.
Yeah.
I think there's a movie in here.
Oh, there's totally a movie in this one.
We need to buy the rights.
Ready for Lifetime.
This is this is like Ocean's 11 only with cattle prods and Jews. I actually don't know.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah, that was not.
That was not the right direction.
That's not the
at
right
all.
one. No, I was thinking. I don't know. It's the Godfather, only Jewish.
Mm.
I don't know how you make the Godfather Jewish. You just it's already there. It's built
there.
in.
It's there.
You just replace the ethnicities.
Yeah, I saw that episode of The West Wing. And West Wing fans will know which one I'm talking about.
What I love is the fact that it's like it's somewhat noble cause. I mean, they're not doing like a monetary shakedown here of these guys and stuff. It's like
no, they're just
let these wives
they're just
out of
extorting thousands of dollars from the women,
right,
for the service
to get them out of.
That's all.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
there is money involved.
Obviously, it's not a good thing.
It's not noble.
No.
What they're doing.
But
it's not like they're just pissed off. They hear the woman's story and they're like pissed off, and they go and they take things into their own hands.
Right.
No.
You know
First
what,
they
though?
charge for the service.
Right. Yeah, but that's how it started. It started with one woman. It's like somebody's sister, and they were just mad as hell, and they were like, "This guy is going to write his name on this get. We are getting the get."
Yeah.
That, by the way, that's the title of the film. Get the get.
Get the get.
Get the get.
Get the get's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Copyright TGIA. Everybody.
TM.
You heard it here first. When you see that movie, let us know, and then we'll sue them.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, was that all of our stories?
That's it. We're done. Now we can just have fun. We can just relax.
Oh my god.
We can get as sloppy as you want.
Oh my god. I don't know, Dan. I'm feeling it. We're proving ourselves to be a couple of lightweights, apparently.
No, it's just good wine.
It's good, and it is going on top of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, which is what I had too. That's all.
And that's all. And I had I had a little bit of leftover cake for breakfast.
Oh wow! So
I've had nothing. Like I seriously had to
yourself.
force myself. I don't know why. I had to force myself to eat before coming over here.
Well, there you go. I'm glad you did.
Whatever.
Well, if you want to get in touch with us, send us wine recommendations. Whatever.
Yes,
you can
indeed.
do that. You can call us and leave a voicemail. That's 424-666-TGIA, which is 8442.
Or you can email us. Our email address is podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Right. Or go to the Facebook page. For instance, here's a good reason to go to the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Those of you who are on our Facebook page knew well ahead of the rest of you that you can buy shirts.
That's true.
We have shirts up on our website now.
We do.
Go to thankgodimatheist.com.
Yeah.
It's a handsome devil of a shirt.
It's nice.
It's a good-looking shirt. And you support us, and you get something out of it this time instead of just giving us money.
Yeah.
We still take the donations. The donations are gladly accepted.
Yes.
But if you click on the store, the shirts are available.
Mm-hmm. And here's the deal. If you are listening in the United States or Canada,
Right.
we have all of the kinks worked out. We think. Okay?
We think.
If you are someplace else in the world, we are quickly trying to work the kinks out for the shipping charge.
Right. So right now you'll be if you order right now from somewhere outside of the U.S. and Canada, you'll be charged something that might be fairly exorbitant.
Yeah. And we're trying to fix that.
That was to fix a problem where you weren't charged anything, and then we were footing the bill, which didn't work out either. So we're working on fixing that. If you find the fee, click on it, and if you find the shipping fee too much, write us an email.
Yeah.
And we'll try and get you sorted out.
We'll look into what the actual shipping cost would
Right.
be to wherever you are in the world, and then we'll
keep it
appropriate.
We keep it obviously as low as we possibly can.
We want you to have these shirts.
We do. We do. And by the way, if you've bought a shirt from us, a bunch of you have, if you when you buy a shirt from us, we would love it if you would take a picture of yourself with the shirt and send it in to us.
Yeah, and you can send that to podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Indeed.
All right.
Do we have some audio before we go into our little...
A wee bit of audio.
Okay.
From Glenn Beck.
Oh, yay. He's going to teach us how to raise our kids.
Ask your kids tonight at dinner. What gives you the right? Challenge them. Get in their face. You talk about, I've got rights, you know. Really? Who issues them? Teach them a lesson. Push them. No, they're going to cry. I'll hurt their feelings. Push them! Because if you don't do it now, it's going to be much worse when they're pushed and they're shoved and they're shot. Push them. Teach them. They need to know the truth, and they need to be pushed up against the wall once in a while so they know they can defend themselves. They know they can survive. They don't run around like little girls crying at the drop of a hat. Push them.
Does he only have male children?
No, you don't want little girls crying like little girls. Let me tell you something. Push them!
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure he was just advocating
child abuse?
Child abuse.
Some hands-on parenting, as it were.
Get them up against a wall. Rape them. Teach them that they know.
Oh, Glenn Beck scares me.
He is. You know what's funny is that, I have a Mormon. Glenn Beck's a convert to the Mormon church. I have a Mormon friend online on Facebook who he'll defend Rush Limbaugh.
Oh yeah,
but he's like, Glenn. We need to get rid of Glenn Beck.
Yeah, he's terrifying.
Yeah, he's and you guys, if you saw the video, he's so fucking serious in this video.
He's really intense.
Very intense. Push him. Some good, because we're not parents and we can't provide good parenting advice.
No, for us, it's just funny.
We have to play other people's parenting advice for you. I assume that that's smart. I don't know. Who knows? Well, it's our 100th episode, Franklin.
Yeah, it's true.
And here we are drinking our champers. We asked you faithful listeners at home to call into us and let us know. I don't know, just say nice shit about us.
Yeah,
and you did.
You did, and so I think we are. We're just gonna play some stuff. We're gonna play these largely in the order that we received them.
That's right.
So I'm gonna start with Derek.
Okay, perfect.
Hi, Frank and Dan. This is Derek from Indianapolis, Indiana. I just was listening to your recent podcast. I want to congratulate you on your 100th episode of Teach I Atheist. I started listening about on episode 80, I think. So haven't been listening too long, but I went back for a few episodes to listen to some of your backlog, and that turned into a few more, and then after a while I was probably listening to about 2 or 3 a day, I think. So I guess you're kind of like the Pringles of podcasting, maybe. Anyway, just wanted to say I love your irreverence with the humor about just about any topic. And I really need to say, most importantly, you guys probably have the only atheist podcast that I've ever listened to that kind of bears the torch for a pleasant civil discourse through either conversation or actions with, the believers. And I think that's kind of the most important message that we as an atheist community can champion. So anyway, thanks for entertaining me, and keep up the good fight. Bye.
Awesome.
Thanks, Derek.
The Pringles.
We're Pringles. The big takeaway here is that we're Pringles, you guys.
Addictive.
And horrible for you. We are addictive, we are delicious, and we will ruin your belly.
Yeah. Maybe your life. We're the heroin.
We're the heroin
of podcasts.
That's not what he said.
Did you hear about Crocodile?
Uh-huh.
Crocodile.
No.
It's the street name for this drug in Chicago. That is it's flesh eating.
Oh, I did hear about this.
It's like codeine and gasoline.
Sounds delicious. First of all.
And people are injecting this.
Jesus.
And it's causing them to all their skin to fall off. So we aren't the crocodile.
No.
Of podcasts,
I think you can listen to us safely keeping all of your skin. All or most of your skin will remain on your body when you listen to us. Well, who's next?
All right. We've got
you don't have to say their name, just
all
play
right,
it.
let's play it. This one's from Provo.
Yay.
Let's say where they're from, right?
Sure.
Hey, Frank and Dan, this is Tony from Utah County. I've been listening to your podcast for a very long time, and I had a little story about I was up at Sundance at the Owl Bar one night with my wife. We're drinking some beers, and the band was playing, and all of a sudden, your intro, the band starts playing your intro. I'm like, holy fuck. That's one of my favorite podcasts. And so I look over, and there's a Red Hot, what the hell are they called? Anyways, I've been drinking a little bit right now, too. So this could be the drunk line, by the way. Anyways, I went up to the band afterwards and said, hey, do you guys do that? You know, talked about, thank God I'm atheist, and the one dude was super nice. Oh, yeah, no, you know, Dan, no, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's my story. I very much enjoyed you guys the past couple of years.
All right.
Nice.
A story of hearing our song randomly in public.
The Red Hot. Oh wait, no. The Red Rock Hot Club. I bet they get that all the time. Poor Rich.
Red Rock Hot Club was difficult for me to say the first couple times.
Yeah. I mean, a hot club is generally like code for gypsy jazz,
right?
Django Reinhardt style jazz music. So
right.
So yeah, there you go. That's a fun experience that locals can have. Go and hear the Red Rock Hot Club. All right, go ahead. What's next?
Okay. We have another one.
Yay, another one.
Hi, Frank and Dan. This is Kelsey. I'm calling from Boise, Idaho. I wanted to say congratulations on making it to 100 episodes. And I wanted to share the thing that I think I took away from the podcast that has kind of helped me out. Not be chicken shit about admitting to other people that I am an atheist. I attend a small Christian university for my graduate program, and I decided to get over myself and be open about it. And not only has it not been a big deal in some classes, like my religion and spirituality and social work class, I talk about my atheism and how it affects everything in my life and, you know, my interactions with clients and everything. And my teacher, who's very conservative, Nazarene woman, fucking loves it. So anyway, thank you for all the work you do. I love your show. I look forward to it every week. And congratulations. Bye.
Oh,
I love that.
That's so great.
I love that.
I feel like we just won the internet by inspiring anyone to like be more open and have an awesome authentic experience.
Yeah, that's great. And from the person that you would expect at the least, she appreciates the perspective because it's giving a diverse perspective. She knows that out in the real world,
you're going to get
her students are going to encounter lots of different people.
Right.
And so what a wonderful place to open up about it.
I love it.
I love
Thank you. And I'm sorry that you have to live in Idaho.
No, she does live in Boise. Have you been through Boise?
Actually, Boise's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Boise's a good town.
Boise's I like Boise.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I had a good time up there.
Yeah.
Went up there recently in the summertime for some Shakespeare.
Oh, really?
Idaho Shakes. It's not bad.
Really?
Good stuff.
I didn't know that.
Outdoor, really nice. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
What's next?
Another one.
Hello, Frank, Dan, sometimes Adam. I've listened to all 99 of your podcast episodes, and my favorite moment by far was when you guys were able to get the interview with David Silverman, the president of American Atheists. When I heard at the beginning of the podcast that you guys were doing that, I was like, whoa, these guys have gone big time. I also really love two of your YouTube videos, two in particular, the one where is entitled Lots of Mormons, where there's 4 or 5 churches all on the same corner, who all believe slightly different, but yet still the same things. And then the other one where Dan goes to Mormon General Conference with his Ask Me How Much Fun I've Had Since I've Realized God is Fake sign. I thought both were hilarious. Well, congratulations on 100 episodes, and I wish you hundreds of more to come.
That's great.
Awesome. And those are good videos.
We do like our videos.
I hope you guys have seen our videos.
Yeah.
We need to do more videos, Frank.
I know.
Don't sigh.
I know.
We just need to do more videos.
I know. It's just
it takes
doing
more...
the podcast. We have it all. We have it figured out. We know it's quick. We know the workflow is so easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will get past Frank's grumpiness and get us some more videos up on the line.
I hate to say this, but I'm a very busy person. And when adding other stuff to my schedule,
it's true.
It's just like, oh,
I don't deny this.
I can't even get time to mow the lawn. Have you seen our lawn?
I try not to.
It's awful. It's awful.
I hear you. I need to do some videos just on my own without you. I'll go and do some videos without.
No, that's not going to happen. I will not be excluded, Dan.
What's next?
Hey, Frank and Dan, it's Matt from North Carolina. When you had the therapist on who talked about knowing yourself and how to come out as an atheist and how to deal with those internal struggles, it was a life changer. I wish I had heard it when I was 17 or 18. I probably wouldn't have burned so many bridges and been so angry about the way I was brought up in religion. But I want to say that you should have more people on like that, and that it was a great show, and keep up the good work. Happy 100.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Paige
was great.
We need to have Paige back again.
Let's have Paige back.
Yeah.
We've had several people write in about various things. I think we need to have Paige back.
Maybe we should challenge our listeners to ask questions of Paige.
Ask Paige.
Here's the deal: we don't know that we're going to get him again.
Actually, you know, he was pretty open to it.
Do we think we can get him again?
I think we can get him again.
So if you want to ask Paige something,
you can write to us.
Write to us.
Yeah. Right, and put in the subject line "Ask Paige."
Just Dear Paige.
Yeah,
start it off as Dear Paige.
Yeah, and we'll bring him back on. We should start a whole thing. Ask Paige questions. It'll be great.
Yeah, he enjoyed it
because he is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, wonderful perspective.
That guy's unreal.
We let's make that pledge.
We make that pledge to you, people.
We will do our best to get Paige back.
We will get one. I'll get him.
No, but
okay, we'll do our best.
Clearly, he has not committed to coming back.
Okay.
We can't promise that he's coming back.
Okay, but write to us anyway. That was a great.
But in the meantime,
thank you for the voicemail. And who's next?
All right, here we go.
Hi, Frank and Dan. Chad here from Wichita Falls. My TGIA moment had to be when I was at the gym, and I don't remember what episode I was listening to at the time. But the topic of conversation was circumcision. And when both of you started imagining how that whole conversation might have or come about in the first place with Abraham and his buddies at the bar talking about hygiene, and then Abraham says, you know what, I've got a thing, let's go try this. The way you phrased it basically made me fall off the treadmill because I was laughing so hard. People were looking at me as if I was a crazy person. And I actually can't say that I would blame them, but that was definitely funny. And I find the podcast humorous all the way around. So keep up the good work and have a great day. Bye.
Well, thanks, Chad.
Oh, that's great.
Falling off the treadmill.
Well, yes, sorry about that. I suppose we owe him an apology, really.
Oopsies.
Yeah. But thank you so much for that.
All right.
What's next?
Well, we have another.
Okay.
Hi, Frank and Dan. It's Michelle and Brian.
Hey, guys.
We just wanted to say congratulations on your 100th episode.
Yeah, what an amazing feat. You guys have entertained us for nearly, it's more than 2 years now. So,
yeah.
It's awesome.
And I just wanted to say on a personal note, I really enjoyed listening to you guys. You definitely made me feel, a lot more confident in who I am and being more true to myself. And honest, people around me. And actually, I just had a conversation with my brother last weekend where I told him my thoughts on things, and we kind of connected. We actually had that in common. So it was a very good conversation, and I'm glad I had it. And listening to you guys and your listeners share their stories has been very helpful for me.
Yep, we watch you guys religiously, so keep it up, and hopefully you'll be on for another 100 episodes. See you later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Oh, that's nice.
Aww.
That was cute, too. I like the dueling.
Yeah.
Well, not really dueling.
No, the
but
cooperative.
The duel.
Yes. As
the dual voices.
Yes, that was great. And I think everyone should do everything with us religiously. however you encounter us, make sure it's religious, won't you? All right.
Here's one from Texas.
Woohoo!
Hi, Frank and Dan. Happy 100th episode. This is Mackenzie from Texas. I just want to let you guys know you have made me a wittier and happier and more informed atheist, and I appreciate that. I listen to you guys on my commute, and it has just made my commute delightful, as Frank would say. And I want to give a shout-out also to Sparkle Darkle Pony for giving me some info on my email. Keep up the good work. You guys are awesome. Thanks.
Aww.
And
then we got
Schmoopy Poopy Pony.
Yes. Well, I mean, okay. Thank you, Mackenzie. We need to play the next voicemail.
No, there's two more voicemails.
Okay. Oh, so the next one isn't the one? Okay.
No. Well, I could play that one next. Who we were convinced these two are in cahoots.
Yeah, I think there's something going on here.
Here we go.
Play it.
Hey, Frank and Dan. This is Angela from Texas. My sister turned me on to y'all probably about 2 months ago, and my life just hasn't been the same since. I come from a Mormon background, and I am married to a Catholic. So not only do I find you guys hilarious, I find you highly informative. So thank you for all your time and effort, and big shout out to Sprickle Diggle Pony. Keep it going, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, here's what's great is that Frickle Prackle Pony did call into us and tried to explain his name, but I don't feel any more enlightened.
Well, the problem, because I feel like I could have grasped it. But the problem is that the voicemail was breaking up.
Yeah.
Once and so there was something Japanese going on.
Yeah, there was something about
half of your name
Japanese,
is given to you on Second Life.
He said the word pony wasn't there, but I'm 90% sure that it's totally pony.
It was pony.
So we're not going to play that for you just because we want you all to live in the joy that is his name being Flipple Flapple Pony. And I appreciate the shout-outs for him.
He was a good sport about it, too.
Yes, he was a total good sport. Yeah. So anyone who wants to ever shout out to Sparkle Darkle Pony can do so with impunity. All right. We're rounding it up.
We have one last one, and this is a fairly quick one, so let's just play it.
Cool.
Hey guys, this is Cameron. I'm a post-Mormon atheist living in the Valley. Love your guys' podcast. Really loved what Mormons believe sections earlier on. Finally got caught up on the podcast and wanted to give you guys a call. Thank you for your awesomeness. Thanks, guys.
We do have some pretty awesomeness when it comes right down to it. Thanks, Cameron.
Yeah, thanks, Cameron. That's great.
Oh, you guys. You made us feel so good.
That was nice. I really like that. And so much better than a clips show.
Yeah.
Because we talked about doing maybe just some clips or whatever.
But the real problem with the clip show is that we're way too lazy to actually go through our back catalog and like care enough to find good stuff.
Yeah. But,
so
I mean, okay. I mean, it's true. We usually do follow the path of least resistance when it comes to producing this podcast. We might as well. It's the 100th episode.
Yeah.
We might as well admit that there have been episodes where we basically just sat down and
phoned it in.
Totally didn't really plan it.
Never happened. We are committed to quality and excellence. Oh, good Lord. Well,
and we will never. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's been fun or not that we've been drinking. But
it's been fun for
added
me.
an element that is totally new to me. And I don't know. I don't know that
You're not
I
prepared
care
for
for
that.
it. I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
I like doing it straight. I like just
Well, that's how we normally do it. We're just celebrating. I hope you guys all poured yourself a glass.
You should have
while you were
if
doing
you didn't,
this. Then that's your fault.
Yeah.
You can't blame us for that.
Yeah.
We took a picture of us.
Yeah.
By the way, drinking
and we'll post.
We'll
that.
post that on
We'll
the Facebook page
in honor of the 100th.
In honor of the 100th.
Yeah. It's a big deal, Dan. Congratulations.
That
Dan.
is a high number.
Because we said when we started that we would do one every single week. And I didn't I was committed to it, but I didn't really think that we would. Not for 2 years.
I know.
And we're coming up on the 2-year mark.
Yep.
Because we've been so good about every single week. Yeah. This is seriously our 100th week.
Yep. It's pretty good.
And so it's like, I think we missed 1 week in 100 episodes.
I think I'm pretty proud.
Yeah.
We've done a good job.
So, I feel good about it.
Our backs are thoroughly patted now.
And it's not like we were both here for every episode.
That's true.
But we've had good guest hosts.
Yeah.
And we figured out how to do it transatlantically.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
We can do anything now. We're capable of amazing things. Anyway,
including this very masturbatory episode.
Well, we're gonna do more for you. We're working on big things in the pipeline. We're here for you guys. So let us know if there's any suggestions that you have for the next 100. If there's more that you want to hear.
Yeah.
Ask Paige stuff. We're gonna do all sorts of crazy things.
Should we mention that we are going to try to do a meetup?
We're gonna do
in about a month's time.
In about a month's time, on the actual 2-year mark.
Yeah.
We're going to do a Salt Lake City meetup. Anybody, all of our Salt Lake listeners, we'll find a way. I don't know. How do we do that? Do we set up a website?
Set up an actual meetup.
Okay.
Right? Do a meetup.com or whatever those things are.
Yeah.
People use that, right?
Yeah, I think you have to pay. We'll figure something out. We'll
let Google event, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. We'll let y'all know how to find out where we're at, but we'll also just tell you.
We'll poke around.
We will poke around.
We'll poke around.
Oh,
we'll figure it out, and we'll let you know.
Because we want to meet all of you people, and most of you don't live in Salt Lake, but some of you do. So
there's a good number that lives in Salt Lake.
Yep.
So, all right. If you would like to phone it in, as we've done, you can leave us a voicemail at 424-666-8442.
That's right. Or you can email us, podcast@thankgodimatheist.com.
Or you can visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/TGIAtheist. You can like us there.
Yeah.
You can join in the conversation. You can message us there.
You can go to you can find the link to our shirts.
Oh yeah,
for sale on or you can just go straight to thankgodimatheist.com and look on the right side of the page. So you can either donate or you can buy a shirt and we'll send it to you and it will be fun.
And Dan, I have a note about the podcast awards.
Oh yeah, well we
Is
do.
that still going on?
I think that's still going on. I don't know. I haven't actually looked.
Check to see if that's still going on.
Podcast awards.
Yeah. Did we nominate ourselves for it?
No, I didn't feel like I was. That felt a little
dirty.
Yeah, it felt a little dirty.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it. So if you guys want to do it, you can go to podcastawards.com. It's still open.
Cool.
Nominations for this year are still open. They close on the 15th.
Wonderful. Of October?
This October.
October 15th, 2013.
Oh, it's been great talking to you guys.
Thanks a lot for listening.
Here's to 100 more. We love ya.
Chin chin.
Bye-bye.